Collective, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. All right, so I was taking a nap and I heard online dating. Okay, so Spirit has asked me to do a reading on online dating. Maybe you met someone online. Okay, been talking to someone online. Somebody jumped in your inbox. You jumped in their inbox. You met them on an app. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to be obedient and do this reading. I do know that. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for tapping in with me again with me. All right, so I'm going to pull out some characteristics of this individual that you may be talking to, that you may have met online. You want to get some physical characteristics first. That'll kind of narrow it down. Okay. That'll narrow it down a little bit. I'm going to do some country and state energy as well. And then we will pull some other cards to see specifically what it is Spirit needs you to know concerning this individual that you have been online dating, you have met online. All right, Spirit. Give us some physical characteristics of who the collective may have met online. Short. Okay. This person could be short or could be shorter than you. You might be short. They might be short. But, they might be shorter than you. I don't know. Very young. Well, how young is very? Younger than you. Significantly younger than you. Okay. It's happening. It's happening. Long as they grown. Markings. Okay. They could have a marking, tribal marks. They could have a scar. Okay. They could have a lot of tattoos. There is a tattoo card in here, but I'm going to throw that out there too. Face tattoos. If you're into that kind of thing. A tooth gap. Right. That landed over here with the short card. So that might apply. This person is shorter in stature and they may have a tooth gap. Okay. What else, Spirit? Facial hair. Well, that narrows it down. Get one more. Muscular. All right. Okay. Cool. Cool beans. Let's get some state energy. This is where you could currently reside. This could be where you were born, or vice versa for the other person. Okay. This could also be a place that you have just recently visited or you plan to. You have Washington, Seattle, Spokane, Tacoma. You have Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Allentown, Utah, Salt Lake City, West Valley City, Provo, Tennessee, Nashville, Memphis, Knoxville, and Hawaii also came out. Honolulu, Nini. Okay. And let's do some countries. This could be the same. This could be where you live, where they live, a place you just visited, a country you were born in, or someone you just visited. Somewhere you just visited. Give us some country, Spirit, for someone who is dating someone they met online. Nicaragua. Okay. Italy. Hold on. What's on the other side? Finland. And Myanmar. Italy as well. Togo. Uruguay. Cambodia. And Cyprus. Off the map. Mongolia. Iceland. So just in a conversation with someone about Iceland. Not online, in person. Belize and France. Okay. All right. What do you need the collective to know who has clicked this message because they're dating someone online? Which deck would you like me to get? Let's get the love spread deck. If you're a reader and you don't have these spread decks are cool, real cool. And the packaging, oh my God. I got them off Etsy, okay? Get you some of these decks. They're very basic, very simple, but it's something very cool about them. I don't really know how to explain it, but when you get them, you will understand what I'm saying. And they're going to be well worth the money because whoever created them, they did not hold back on the packaging. It came in beautiful packaging, very well thought out. All right. Tell us more, Spirit. How can I find love? Well, somebody went online. We know that. Nothing wrong with it. Be safe. Nothing wrong with it. Someone may have been questioning if they could meet someone on an online dating. You haven't gone on there yet, but you may be questioning if that's something you should do. Okay. Why not? Are we drifting apart? Okay. Could have met someone and it started out pretty cool, feel like it was a good little vibe. Maybe you met them online, you've been dating for a while, but it is still long distance. And now it's starting to feel maybe a little bit like you're drifting. That could reverberate for someone. Feelings. Attraction. I'm going to get one more. What do they think of me? Okay. Let's clarify. Go here. King of Cups showing up. This person may be someone that you find very interesting. Okay, Page of Swords and the Eight of Wands. The Fool. What's going on? What does the collective need to see about this individual that they've met online or the process of online dating? Clarify, how can I find love? Queen of Swords. You got to look for it. Nah, that's me talking. I was just playing. But you do have to make yourself aware of it. You do have to manifest it. You do have to call it in, all of that stuff in the background. I feel like with this Queen of Swords, it's kind of still directed me towards that someone may be questioning or asking the question as to whether online dating would work. Okay. Whether you should, join an app, Maybe you had done it one time before and it didn't pan out. You didn't find anyone that you really clicked with, but you are thinking about jumping into online dating again. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Divine guidance. Mm, the Vampire. I feel like somebody is questioning it because maybe you have, or maybe you just have you have a perception of online dating that is just a bunch of people on there uh trying to siphon people energy and love bombing people and love scams, and it's a lot that can happen through online dating. I have heard, I haven't had any, but I have heard, well, then again, I kind of have. I've met some beautiful people online, when I was online dating. So, and I've met some monsters too. So it is one of those situations to where it's like, use your intuition, be safe, you know what I'm saying? Set certain standards and things for yourself. It can go either way, you know. But I have heard of some beautiful, successful love relationships from online dating. Okay. Um, for someone, spirit is saying you won't know until you try it if you've never tried it. Okay. That's specifically for someone specific. Okay. Who may be thinking about, but haven't taken action yet to try online dating. What is this that jumped out? High priestess. Yeah. Trust your intuition. Okay. Trust your intuition on which apps to go on to. Trust your intuition as to, who to swipe right, who to swipe left, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Who to communicate with and vibe with, and you'll be okay. All right. So that's that. Clarify, are we drifting apart? King of Swords. Well, if you have already gone online, it's possible that you've met someone who is balanced and aligned with you for sure. A King of Swords and a Queen of Swords. So you have good communication with someone, or you had it. Clarify, because and the reason why I say that is because the question is, are we drifting apart? Clarify the King of Swords. Nine of Swords. It's touching the divine guidance card. Hmm. Tell me more. Twin flame. Oh Lord. Karmic connection is on the bottom of the deck. Okie dokie. The King of Swords. Wow. The feminine energy in a connection with someone you met online, whether that is you or whether that is them. Um, the feminine energy is showing up like an energy drainer. Like it something about the energy is draining of the feminine energy. The feminine energy is showing up like a vampire. So if you have met a feminine energy, male or female, and it's feeling like they're draining your energy when you communicate, it could be that it could be something about the way the feminine energy communicates. She or he may also be presenting themselves as someone who is spiritually in tune. The masculine energy, whether this is you or them, male or female, is troubled with the nine of swords. There's something stressful. You may feel like this feminine energy is your twin flame. Clarify the twin flame. I do have the karmic connection on the bottom of the deck. Let me shuffle up here. Twin flame. Yeah. Yeah, the masculine in this online dating relationship, Page of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. You're kind of already invested in this Queen of Swords. Okay. Um, you could be a Libra, the masculine. Feminine could be an Aquarius, vice versa, somewhere in your chart, aspected. Earth energy is here. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Maybe in the beginning, are we drifting apart? Maybe this Queen of Swords was in more of a Queen of Pentacles energy, or at least she presented herself that way. Very nurturing, very kind, very caring. The Nine of Swords could be coming in because you loved that aspect. But the Queen of Swords, now in this Queen of Swords energy, you may be wondering if this Queen of Swords is just, if this Queen of Swords is kind of jerking you around a little bit, or just trying to um deceive you energetically. The vampire is usually about siphoning energy. I don't know about the siphoning part. I feel like there's something this Queen of Swords has communicated. Like she's presented herself as spiritually intuitive or spiritually inclined, maybe even a little witchy, or outright witchy. This could be giving you pause because maybe you're not into that kind of energy. I mean, I don't know. We have yep, witchy, Queen of Wands. Oh, so you're starting to see some darkness in this Queen of Swords. You're starting to see something a little off. Emotional manipulator. Okay, clarify feelings. You're starting to feel left out in the cold. This landed on the King of Swords, the Emperor. Who is this? So you're showing up as an emperor as well? King of Pentacles. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Goddamn. What's going on? This one of them polyamorous, polygamous, polygamous. Um, because that's a lot of that just brought in. Now I got a Queen of Pentacles and a King of Pentacles and an Emperor. Who is that? What y'all be doing online? If this merger, if you clicked it, then you must be online dating, or you just support your girl, and I appreciate you too. You know what I mean? Knight of Pentacles. You're feeling like this Queen of Pentacles is really just wanting you to financially support them. Or you've been already giving a lot of money, or you've given a lot of money to this Queen of Pentacles. I'm sorry, this Queen of Pentacles, but this Queen of Swords. Because all of this is Pentacles. I mean, the Emperor has it all. You know what I'm saying? But we have a Five of Pentacles, clarifying the feelings. You're feeling like either someone just wants to get money from you, somebody that you've met online just wants to get money from you, or you are feeling like you've given quite a bit and now this person is going kind of cold on you. Or unless you one of them passport bros. And I ain't here to judge that. Whatever. Well, you trying to, I don't know. But there's a lot of money here about feelings. Tell me more. Oh, Seven of Wands. And it landed way over here on the Queen of Swords. Yeah. 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 Okay. So this might be why they asked me to do the reading. Okay. Because somebody, you need to protect your money. You met somebody on the internet. All right. You met somebody online. Now, this might be one of those horror stories. I'm going to do more of these because I do know that they don't all turn out in horror stories. I'm not trying to push online dating or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But um this particular might be a horror story, which is why I'm trying to, be obedient to the spirit to even do it. There's a need for a king of swords. You think that this person might be your twin flame, but you are stressed because it seems like this queen of swords just wants you for your money. Okay? She has some witchy vibes on her, okay? Showing up like a high priestess, but I have the devil and the reverse queen of wands. This could be a dark feminine. She could have a dark feminine energy about her, okay? And it can be a man as well, all right? So take it how it reverberates. Put the genders how you need to. Clarify attraction. Obsessed. You find this individual very attractive to the point to where it's like, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. You find them very attractive. All right. They're very easy on the eyes, is what I hear, but something's not working or they don't work. Also, somebody, spirit is saying you need to master going for what simply appeals to you physically. You need to kind of get a little bit of a handle on that. Okay. Yeah. With the passion card coming out and it landed on the vampire and the high priestess. This person knows that they're very attractive. They're very attractive. With the Eight of Pentacles, they may also be very lustful. They may also not have any mastery over their sexual energy as well. We have the reverse Three of Swords. So again, someone in the collective, you kind of lead with your eyes first. And you kind of um cling to the idea of love, but it's not really based on anything other than the fact that you find them very attractive or you have a lot of passion for the individual. Yeah, there's a need to purify that energy. There's a need to kind of slow down, all right, and look beyond looks. And if you are online dating, of course, you have to be attracted to the person. There's nothing wrong with that. Is not saying that you just pick people who you're not physically attracted to. That's not going to get you very far. But someone is very superficial and very shallow in the people that they pick. Um, and it's not nothing wrong, like I said, to lead with your eyes, but even after you have that initial attraction to them, before you start moving into this Page of Cups energy, you get to know them. Don't just be hyper about pursuing a person or locking a person into a relationship just because you are very attracted to them. Like, you need to slow down. If you're going to online dates, slow down, especially before you start kicking out money and duckies. Okay. What do they think of me? Eight of Wands landed with the High Priestess. communication, fast communication. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, if they haven't already, they may be coming in to communicate to you that the second you stop funding them or giving them some sort of financial gifts or support, they're no longer going to be interested. They're no longer going to want to invest. It's like their energy is going to change. Maybe it already has. Maybe you've already stopped giving. Yeah, you're protecting your wallet with the Seven of Wands. And so the energy has changed. Hater. Tell me more. They don't like that. False person. And then there's regret, and then there's self-deceit. And okay, so basically, the second you start pulling back on whatever you've been gifting, cash apping, Venmoing, Zelling, because you think you have met someone who is your person, right? And so you want to show that you can provide, or you're just very generous. The second you stop doing that, you're going to see the other side of this Queen of Swords showing up as a hater and a false person that she never planned on. He or she is a failure. The communication is going to stop the second you stop gifting finances. Okay? So the purpose of this reading, very, very short, very sweet for someone, is online dating. Take your time. Don't just go off of physical appeal. Okay? Get to know people before you assume that you're actually in a whole connection, before you start financially supporting someone, especially if they're in another country. I mean, another state, even if they're at a distance from you, all of that should kick in after y'all kind of close the distance. But it's a red flag here. All right. And I think Spirit wanted to confirm somebody that the red flag you feel is real. This feminine energy, male or female, who has a dark mystery about them that you probably are attracted to, is definitely a red flag. All right. So unplug from this. I mean, because it's not going to, the second you stop, sending funds, they're going to stop communicating. As a matter of fact, it feels like they only communicate with you when they're low on money. This is kind of what I was meaning about there is a way to online date. If you're online dating, be safe, take your time, take it slow. There are some beautiful people online, but there are also some goblins and goblins. Okay, collective. All right, so I hope this message brought you confirmation and clarity towards your online dating situation. If you would like to book a reading to look a little bit deeper into this situation or any situation, the link is in the bio. Did I say yeah, the link is in the description. Girl, that's TikTok. The link is in the description. You can click the link, it'll take you to my website where you will set up your booking, and we'll get that done for you, okay? I appreciate you guys. Please make sure to like, share, hype it up, leave a comment, let me know how it reverberated for you, and I will see you on the next one. Peace, family.